Okay, so you're designing a new website. What are some of the things that you need to take into consideration when you are building a site for both desktop, laptop, iPad, etc.? I think the most important thing to kind of take into consideration is try to design your website for mobile first. Just because if it's not obvious by now, people are spending a lot more time on their phone than they are actually on a computer or a desktop. And so, take that into consideration when you're kind of designing your website. So if you're working with a graphic designer and they're showing you how the website looks from a desktop perspective, and it looks amazing, all the images are perfect place, right? And the phone number looks good and all the elements and modules are all perfect. Say, this is great, right? But can you design it for me so that I can see exactly how this is going to look from a mobile perspective too, right? Because a lot of times, they design it where it's actually responsive. So, the content expands, but sometimes, the way in which it's developed, maybe the form submission, which is supposed to be at the top, is all the way at the bottom, right? And it looks great on desktop, but when you shrink it, all of a sudden the form submission is all the way at the bottom. Or sometimes like you might have a beautiful photo of your staff, right? And it's like this amazing photo, but when you shrink it down, maybe the title of the page, which is black text, covers everybody's faces, right? So I would encourage you, if you're working with a designer, say, great, design this both in a desktop perspective, and I'd also want to see it. What is it exactly is it going to look like in a mobile perspective too?